The following recordings are from March 29, 2017, and Jobie T. McCarthy's Afternoon Drive Show.
Mix 96.1, today's best music. Ed Sheeran there with his new one, Shape of You. You are in the afternoon drive with me, Jobie T. McCarthy, and right now I'm going to get into some community events so you can see what's going on in and around your area. Starting off with the Fort Covington Adult Center holding their pancake breakfast on April 2nd. All are welcome. They'll be serving pancakes with local real maple syrup as well as eggs, toast, sausage patties, bacon, ham, homemade sausage, gravy, biscuits, home fries, assorted homemade muffins, and donuts, coffee, tea, milk, juice. They've got it all. This is going on Sunday, April 2nd, starting at 8 a.m. until about noon. It's at the Fort Covington Adult Center, and if you don't know where that is, it's at 2526 Chateauguay Street in Fort Covington. The number to call for more information is 518-358-4895. The price for adults is $8, children 6 through 12 is $5, and children 5 and under is free. That is once again going on Sunday, April 2nd, starting at 8 a.m. It's their pancake breakfast for the Fort Covington Adult Center. Also coming up, if you need to register your kids for pre-K, the Salmon River Elementary School will be holding pre-K and kindergarten registrations. Registration for students entering pre-kindergarten or kindergarten in September of 2017 is being held on Tuesday, April 25th from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m., as well as Thursday, April 27th from 1 p.m. until 3 p.m., and that's at the Salmon River Elementary Campus School. Please enter through their door number 3, they ask. Children entering pre-K must be 4 years of age by December 1st of 2017. Children entering kindergarten must be 5 years of age by December 1st of 2017. They remind you to make sure that you bring your child's birth certificate as well as any immunization records needed and proof of residence to register. You can contact the Salmon River Elementary School nurse for more information on this at 358-6673. So there you have it. There's a couple of events coming up in your area. I've got some Walk the Moon on the way, as well as Michael Jackson featuring Justin Timberlake. That's coming up right after Rick DeFranco with your weather forecast. You're listening to Mix 96.1. Mix 96.1, that was Lady Gaga there with A Million Reasons. Jobie T. McCarthy here, sitting shotgun with you in the afternoon drive. And right now it's time to get into the 411. All right, well, in the world of hip-hop, I've got some interesting news. If you listen to the genre and you're familiar with Danny Brown, he released an album last year that, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated albums of 2016. It's titled Atrocity Exhibition. Although it is a very dark album that touches on things such as addiction and substance abuse, it has an extremely unique and innovative sound. I suggest if you're a fan of the genre that you definitely check it out. But with that being said, he's making waves in the news of entertainment recently, because yesterday he released a music video for one of the songs off of his album titled Ain't It Funny. The music video was produced actually by the actor Jonah Hill, and it's quite bonkers to say the least. The video is shot to look like an 80s sitcom, except Danny's character, who he titles Uncle Danny, seems to be struggling with some inner demons. Fortunately, in the tradition of an 80s sitcom, everyone seems to think it's just hilarious. Check it out if you haven't already. A word of advice, it is not for the faint of heart. I would not recommend showing your children this video, but if you're interested in that genre, Danny Brown is extremely talented and the video is extremely interesting to say the least. What else is going on in the world of music? Well, TMZ says Drake canceled his show in Amsterdam on Monday due to bad sushi. He got food poisoning so bad that he immediately sought medical treatment, but he couldn't get himself back up into good shape again to go ahead with the show. He says he's making it up tonight. Unfortunately for Drake, he seems to get a lot of negative backlash, but one thing that you cannot say about him is that he doesn't care about his fans. So there's your 411 on what's going on today in the music and entertainment business. Still got some Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth on the way, as well as Hoser before the end of this hour. And we're going to check in with Rick DeFranco next for your local weather forecast. Stay tuned. You're listening to Mix 96.1. Mix 96.1 with Bruno Mars' new one there. That's What I Like. Jobie T. McCarthy here with you in the afternoon drive, and it's time for my favorite segment of the day, Off the Charts or Out of the Vault. And I got to pull something out of the vault, so let's do it. All right, so for today's Out of the Vault, I'm not reaching too far in. This is from 1999 off of his studio album Play. Although he's a very widely known artist, this is one of the only singles he released to appear on the United States Billboard Hot 100 chart, peaking at 14. I'm not going to tease you anymore. This is a song by Moby featuring Gwen Stefani. If you're not familiar with Moby, he basically ruled the electronic scene in the early 90s and basically all the way through until about the mid-2000s. His music is also widely known for being featured on many film scores. In my opinion, Moby is an extremely influential artist, especially through the early stages of the electronic and house music genre. But this song sort of takes on a sound of its own. So without any further ado, from the 1999 album Play, this is Moby featuring Gwen Stefani with Southside, and you're listening to Mix 96.1.
Myself in the pouring home. See the light come over, no. I see myself in the pouring rain. I watch hope come over me. Here we are now, going to the east side. I pick up my friends and we start to ride. Ride all night, yeah, we ride all day. Some may come love and some may stay. Here we are in the pouring home. I watch a light man fold a cone. I watch a light move across the screen. Watch the light come over me. Here we are now, going to the west side. Weapons in hand as we go for a ride. Some may come love and some may stay. Watching out for the sunny day when it's love and darkness and my side on. Here we are now, going to the north side. I look at my friends as they start to ride. Ride at night, yeah, we ride all day. Looking out for the sunny day. Here we are now, going to the south side. I pick up my friends and we hope we won't die. Ride at night, ride through heaven and hell. Come back, love, and feel so well.
It's now time for the final thought here on the Jobie T. McCarthy Show.
I don't want to give final thoughts because that means it's over and I don't want it to be over. This is the greatest experience of my life.
What are my final thoughts for today? Well, my personal thoughts are I'm kind of relieved to have Todd Truax back tomorrow. He will be here first thing in the morning, I believe, for the Todd Show from 6 until 10, as usual. I will also be joining him. I've had quite a bit on my plate this week, but I'm happy with the way everything played out, and it's very relieving to be up and running with my show now. I want to thank all of my listeners who tune in. And that's just what's going on in my head these days. If I were to give some words of encouragement to any of my listeners out there, I would say the absolute first step in finding happiness is really quite simple. Smile. And that's my final thoughts for today here on the afternoon show. One Direction and Kesha just around the corner, and we're going to check in with Rick DeFranco for that local weather forecast very soon. You're listening to Mix 96.1.